Happy Wednesday. I am walking. Big surprise, May 1st. So that means I am officially done with the protein challenge. And then I'm moving on to the steps challenge. I am excited that I'm done with the protein challenge. I actually feel like it was really good, but I'm excited to not track. So I learned a lot from it. I'm excited to share with you guys like the results video that kind of outlines what I've learned, like what I'm going to do different going forward. But bottom line, I'm glad it's done because like yesterday we went to Applebee's to celebrate something and I just didn't like having to like eat a meal and then have 50 grams on top of it. It felt like a lot to consider, but I feel like I learned good things about incorporating more protein. So overall, I'm glad I did it. Also, trying to think here. Oh, I did not lose weight. So that's like a little sneak. I didn't do it because I wanted to lose weight. I just want to eat more protein. So it was like a way to catapult myself into that. So more weight discussions coming, but I feel really good. I'm glad I did it. And I'm super excited to be into the May step challenge. I'm really going to try to do all my lives while walking because anytime I'm sitting at a computer normally, I'm trying to, well, not anytime because I spend a lot of time at the computer, I'm trying to walk a lot more. So we're going to get going. I do know it's going to make me seem like I'm a panting dog, but it is what it is. I did want to share with you guys, I just made my Google Sheets tracker. So I'm going to share that in the comments. I will also put it in a pinned comment if you're not watching it live, but if I remember, I'll try to. So right here is a Google Sheets form that I made, and anyone can go. If I were you, I would save as or make a copy of it for yourself, save a copy, and then you can edit it. But if you're like me and you want to see like whatever your goal is, you can change the 500,000 steps if you don't have the same goal, and then you can track and it keeps a cumulative total, and then it tells you how many left for the month. So I just put in some formulas. I like to get into the Google Sheets or Excel. It's a little fun, and I like to track them. I'm actually wearing a pedometer. That is how I'm tracking my steps because my Apple Watch, 1, doesn't last all day. 2, my phone isn't reliable. Like if I want to, a lot of times I leave it plugged in, charged somewhere, or I don't have it on me. I don't want to feel like I have to have my phone with me every second of the day. And then when I do things like my stair stepper, that's stationary, or my desk treadmill, my watch does not count those steps unless I put it on my ankle. And it's just easier to have a pedometer. And the thing is, it's like the same type of pedometer you would have had in the 90s. There's no app associated with it. There's no tracking. That's why I built my little sheet. It's going to keep me, to help me keep track of what I'm doing. I'm not going to update the one that I sent you guys. That's just really for people to copy and paste, but it's the exact same thing that I'm using. So I hope it helps someone, but we're going to get going. By the way, it's almost 80 out, which is amazing. I think it's really warm. This is the first time I've walked in my office when it's warm. There's no HVAC in my office, and it's kind of toasty up here. So if I'm sweating, I'm sorry. Dawn says, happy 500K May. I love it. Great title. Happy 500K May to you too. You're at the park today while I listen to this live. Woohoo! Have fun at the park. I will probably be there later with my son, aiming for 50,000 steps today. I always enjoy these community challenges. I want to have a workout Wednesday to get most of my steps in. I think that's an amazing approach. Have a day where you focus to get a lot in. That gives you a lot of flexibility. Tomorrow is the day that I'm walking 50,000 steps at least I'm only going to do it once because I know it's just going to take so much of my time. Thursdays, my dog goes to doggy daycare. And I just am dedicating the day to get my walking done. But if I do 50,000 in one day, that leaves 30 days with an average of 15,000 steps. I'm at, let me see here, almost 13,000 right now. So I know it's going to be fun, but I like the idea of having a few days like where you really push yourself, and that helps alleviate like the burden. And it's all about averages, right? So you can have lots of goals and lots of ways to meet them. But I love that, Dawn, and I hope the park is treating you well. Amy says, whoop, whoop. Let's do this. I have 15,507 steps so far today. Yay, go Amy. You're beating me so far. Obviously about a couple thousand. So my goal, because it's so nice, my son loves going to the park. We usually pick up one of his friends and then I walk and they play and I can get a lot of steps in that way. So I'm all about that. That's one of the reasons I picked May to do this challenge. I spend a lot of time at the parks. And it's new. So it's not like August where we've been going all summer. We have had winter. So it's fun to get back to the parks. Hi, Holly. I'm glad you're here too. Okay, Dawn has about the same as Amy right now. So yay. I also am battling a cold, so I'm sorry. I have a runny nose. Linda, hi. Linda in Quebec. I'm very curious. How do you make an E with a little tilde over top? Is that normal where you live because you use it, or like I don't even see it on the keyboard? So a random question that popped in my head as I saw that. Hi, Maria. Okay, I'm gonna skip the next two comments because they are my sheets. Awesome, dude. Hello. I hope you're having an awesome day. Let's see. Kimberly says, I may have missed this, but how do I get all of my protein in 100 to 120 grams if I only have a 5-hour window? I find this hard to do. I 100% would find that extremely hard to do. I do not get 100 to 120 grams of protein. I would have to try really hard. My protein thing that I just did was 50 extra grams on top of whatever I was eating for the day. So the protein of like my entree didn't count, but my snack and dessert or whatever combination, if I had like a protein shake or salad, those were really easy ways. Or if it was like a vegetarian meal, a lot of our meals at home are vegetarian and I just skip meat. Well, then I was purposely adding meat, but I honestly don't really have any good ideas for you to get 120 grams because I have never tried to eat that much protein in my life. But I'm also not, I'm not like trying to bulk. I'm not trying to gain muscle. I just know, and it's been pointed out plenty of times that I could use more protein in my diet. So I'm trying to do that. But everything that I've read, like 50 grams of protein is like a good amount for someone my 150 pounds, 150 pound woman. Like I'm not trying to get gains at the gym or anything. So I've never done that much. And if you want or need that much, you might not want to do OMAD, to be honest, because you might need lunch and dinner to get that much in. My favorite ways to get protein were, I really liked actually making shakes, which surprised me, and salads. So salads, there's so many protein heavy options that you can put in a salad, and then they were super like satiating and delicious. Those are my two favorite ways to get my 50 grams, but that still leaves you a lot of room to get the rest. So I don't really have any, I've never tried to get that much. Hi, Mom. Joni, the moderator, is my mom if you're new here. Okay, awesome dude says his goal is to hit 10,000 every day. I love that. So I was actually talking to someone on Instagram about this. Because it's now really nice weather and I'm going to be outside more, I'm trying to use this challenge as the reason personally I'm doing this is I'm trying to motivate myself, catapult, do a big challenge. I love challenges. I'm very motivated about like setting a goal and then doing it, especially group challenges like this. I feel accountable to you guys. I want to do well and I want you to do well. So in order to be an encourager, I got to hold up my end of the bargain, right? So these challenges really help me. But my end result goal is that at the end of this, I will be in a much more patterned behavior of walking, that getting 10 to 12,000 steps every day is like, whew, that's easy. So that's my goal for myself. I remember maybe this was a year or two ago, someone asked me how many steps I walk in a day. And I said, I don't know how many, but I bet it's like 10,000. I think I probably hit that. Well, I honestly really thought I did, but I didn't actually measure. And then once I I had to add the pedometer to my watch. I didn't get 10,000 steps. And it does miss some things if you're stationary, but I just was so far under what I thought I did. Now, some days I do get 12,000 steps without trying, but that wasn't my normal. So it certainly wasn't my average. So I'm hoping just the habit of doing this for 30 days extreme will help me to be like just more active in steps. So that's my goal. Let's see. Okay, in May. Yep. So same May. We're gonna do it, guys. And Karen, her and I were talking earlier. Happy day one to you too, Karen. She's about to lace up 500,000. Let's go. Yes, I'm actually pretty excited. It is so fun. Karen and I were talking about this. I know others have mentioned it. It is just so motivating and fun to do challenges together. And even though I don't like see all of you out there, I don't see awesome dude on my walk where we can high five. It is fun. And I hope you guys feel the same. Like, and it's actually motivating if I'm like, oh, I don't want to walk, but I don't want to let anyone down. Not that you guys would be like mad at me, but it is very fun to be a part of something bigger than yourself. So when others are doing it, I feel much more motivated to continue myself. Whew. And now I'm losing my breath. Oh, okay. So Karen's giving me the little Apple tip. If you hold the E on your keyboard, it pops up with the tilde. Okay. Thank you. I never knew that. Okay, I know I'm going to mispronounce your name. Kire? Hello to you too. I'm sorry, I probably butchered that. Amy says, nice work, Dawn and everyone. Every step taken is amazing. Yes, I totally agree. Let's see. Kimberly says, I'm not 180 pounds in, or 180 pounds, so I strive for 100 grams. But I don't always make it. Thank you. Yeah, I understand that. And honestly, for most of the past 4 years, I haven't really considered protein. And it's because when I track things, it really is overwhelming to me. So, and I don't know why, and I know a lot of people can relate, but if I have limits or I'm trying to do things, unless like down days are very intentional and I choose when I do them. So it's easy for me to be like, I'm going to have a 500 calorie day. It feels like a game. And then the next day is an up day. That doesn't feel super restrictive because it's very intentional. It's by choice. But then when I just did these 30 past days, I learned a lot from it. So I'm glad I did it. But it takes away the easiness for me of fasting. However, I learned different things that I like. For instance, adding a bunch of meat to my meals, unless it's steak. I could add steak to every meal and probably enjoy that. But like a ton of chicken, I'm not like a giant meat eater. And I'm just learning ways to incorporate like the big salads. Love it. The making a protein shake actually shocks me how much I like it, but I have to put a lot in it, like PB2 powder, and I made it with chocolate milk, and it's super good. It's not low calorie, but it takes you like it got me to think of creative ways to get protein, and that's going to be a great takeaway for me. But I'm not going to do it long term. I'm just going to try to incorporate more. Or like, you don't have to twist my arm to eat more cheese. So maybe my window opener could be a few pieces of cheese, and just knowing I'm getting more protein rather than something else. Or I actually say this one in a video, but we went to the movies and I was still trying to get more protein, and I was trying to think, what am I going to get at the concessions? Which, first of all, half the time I don't get concessions. But then it was like popcorn, no protein, Raisinets, 1 gram of protein, or the Reese's Pieces, which I also really love, was 12 grams of protein. So then just knowing, like, having like a different point of view to think of and make decisions from was really eye-opening, and I did like that about it. But good luck to you, Kimberly. I wish I had like more advice. Hi, Shackney Spears. That always makes me laugh. I hope you're having a great day. Maggie says, new here. Welcome. I just want to say thank you for all your videos. Excited to learn more about intermittent fasting and hoping to finally have found a lifestyle change that works for me. Well, first of all, I really hope the same for you. I really get excited and almost like an anticipation feeling when I read comments like that, because I literally will do Well, I take that back. When I started fasting, I didn't think it was going to be a lifestyle shift, but I was blown away at how much my life changed. And that's why I started sharing. I thought it was just going to be, I did Diet Bet, and then I did Weight Watchers, and then I went back to Diet Bet, just trying something else and see how long I last. But it has literally changed my life, and I love it so much. And I love food, and I want to feel good, and it's a happy medium for me. So when I think of you finding that, it makes me so excited for you, and I'm glad you're here, and I hope you stick around, but I'm cheering for you. Let's see, Slipknot. Is this the real band? My husband loves Slipknot. Started following your channel, and you inspired me to start Intermittent journey. Just had my yearly doc checkup and lost 70 pounds. Started at 380 and now 310. Thanks for everything. Well, I only deserve this much of the things. You did that for yourself. Good for you. That is amazing. I love, well, one, thank you for reporting back. You guys know I get hate. I don't care. I literally don't, because when it reaches people and it changes lives, that's the only thing that matters. I'm glad you found this. I'm glad you love fasting. I'm glad you're a part of the community, and congrats to you on your 70-pound weight loss. I would love to know what your doctor said. I saw my doctor after I lost my weight, so I only lost 35 pounds, but she'd been seeing me for years. Before or after babies, my weight moved a lot. And she was like, wow, you look really good. What are you doing? And she's been so supportive of fasting. And I hope your doctor is too. I'd be curious if you told them what you're doing. But I'm really happy for you. Karen says, I try to shoot for 60% minimum on my daily needs. So if you did 1 for 1 for how much you weigh, for example, that's 150-pound woman would be 90 grams. Okay. Yeah, I just had read that it was like 50. I don't know. I never want to be the expert in that kind of stuff. But I figured also adding 50 on top of whatever my entree is. But that's a lot to aim for. I just don't know how people eat that much. And again, that's one thing that people do say against OMAD. And I can see it. If that is your goal, is to get that much protein, I can guarantee you I don't get that much on an OMAD basis. 90. Whew. Now there are days that I do, but not always. But thanks for sharing, Karen. Mom cheering on Slipknot. Love it. Whew, I'm getting hot. Holly says, my husband recently bought us a treadmill. My goal is to walk 10,000 steps every day for now. I'm also working my way back into OMAD. It was a rough winter, lots of illness, and ready to feel good. Well, Holly, I am cheering for you to feel good first and foremost. So whatever gets you there. If I'm working on my treadmill, no problem. We have a bigger, nicer treadmill in the basement. You probably don't need a tip, but my tip for you, only have a show. Like, I don't know how my husband does it. He runs on the treadmill and he doesn't watch anything. He listens to something. I get so bored of that. I don't get bored outside because there's lots to look at and occupy me, but I have a show. The last one I did was New Girl. I only watched New Girl if I was on, well, we used to have an elliptical. Now it would be the treadmill. But it was fun because if I wanted to see the next episode, it was easier for me to walk. And then that kind of like got me distracted, if you will. So that's my little tip. Not that it's revolutionary. I'm sure most people distract themselves on the treadmill, but good for you. Woohoo! St. Louis Ammo Man, first to introduce me to the hill of St. Louis. Hello, I started 24 a week ago and it's going well. Good for you. Baked potato with bacon and 2 Costco burger patties in 45 minutes. Woohoo! I could do that myself. People think I make it up, but I like to eat volume. And that sounds extremely satiating and delicious. Probably high protein too with the bacon and the 2 burger patties. Tonight we're having rotisserie chicken. I don't know why that slipped my mind. My daughter begged me to get rotisserie chicken. And we were at the store. It did smell really good. So we're having that tonight. I'm making homemade Alfredo sauce. We're having it with fettuccine, bread, butter, cheese, and then garlic green beans. But I'm getting the pasta in before I walk 50,000 steps tomorrow. So I'm pretending I'm like all my friends in cross country in high school where they would eat a carby dinner before they ran a lot, but I'm going to do it for walking. Darlene, good to see you. And I think that's awesome. 10,000 steps a day. Woo-hoo. I don't know if you got on late, but I did share a tracker that I made. It's a dinky little spreadsheet. If you want, I have that up linked above. If you're tracking it all, so good for you. Well, let's see. Kieran says 1-to-1 would be 150 grams protein, but 60% would be 90 grams as a goal. Strive for progress, not perfection. Yes, I definitely get that. Like some days you might have 60 and some are 120. And I think that's where I'm at. If I know different ways to get more protein, it's going to be better than before I did this challenge. So I'm not striving for anything perfect. And I know Kieran's such a natural coach. You're not like telling me what to do. I 100% get that. I love you sharing the knowledge because you have a lot more on that side than I do. But that's my goal. I just want to improve my eating window. I'm okay with it not being like checking all the boxes perfect. If it tastes good, I feel good, and I continue to fast and I continue to tweak and continue to just make adjustments that make me feel even better, I'm all for that. Yes, always goes without saying. Whatever you can do is perfect for you. I love that. Whew. And you guys also know the drill. I try to leave really close to 2 for pickup for my kids. We're actually, my in-laws are traveling. My brother-in-law lives in Singapore, and they're traveling for him. And we have cat duty. So after I get my kids, we're going to take care of their cats for a bit. Well, I take that back. I have very little of the cat duty. My other brother-in-law is helping them a lot, but today we're doing it. Slipknot says, egg whites are what I use to get my protein for my one meal a day. Okay. Do you just cook a bunch of egg whites and put pepper on them, or how do you eat that? Awesome Dude 157 says, in order for my watch to count my steps correctly, I have to put it on my thigh. I chose 10,000 because my job is sedentary. We got this. Yes, I do agree we have this. And I buy these stretchy ones, and I can slip it around my ankle. I just hate, I know it sounds super lazy, but I hate having to remember to do it because so often I'll start and then I have 15 minutes in, and I'm like, crap, I didn't move my, and I've actually convinced myself I probably have ADHD. Actually, short form content creators have convinced me that I have ADHD, but I think for myself, clipping it once on, I do it on my underwear, to be honest, I won't forget. I know there are ways you can do it, but I am so horrible at remembering them. But I do love that you shared that for anyone else that might benefit from it. Aussie Rays 001 says, yay, excited for May. I am too. I love May. We're actually even getting really excited for summer break. Some years I get a little nervous, but the older my kids get, the more I'm less nervous because they're independent. I still will have a 7-year-old home this summer, but we can do fun things. And the older he gets, the more I can accomplish things still without him being completely underfoot. So I'm really looking forward to school getting out. Karen says, I love Greek yogurt with vanilla protein powder with coconut chips on top. Ooh, yummy. That sounds really good. And actually, I made one very similar to that, but it was a birthday cake protein powder. And I put coconut chips on top and chia seeds. Oh, that reminds me. Thank you for sharing that. But my literal favorite discovery, hemp seeds. I've never used hemp seeds. I know they're not mysterious to anyone else that's ever tried to get a bunch of protein, but I can't believe you get 10 grams of protein for 3 tablespoons. And it's actually an easy, good tasting addition to me. So I do really like hemp seeds too. That was a fun, never tried it before, but I'll keep them in my pantry from now on. Ooh, she puts in a splash of almond extract too. Yummy. Kimberly says, I love following you because you do make it so simple. Just now trying the down and up days. Well, Kimberly, I do really appreciate you sharing that because I know I oversimplify it in some people's minds. And the thing is, when I do these challenges, I'm not doing it because I think I have to be better. I'm just like a curious person. But it always comes back to, for me, and I know for so many people, what I'm going to do on a daily basis has to be easy. And not that it's not discipline, because there takes a lot of discipline to be a faster. But when I don't feel like the weight of every decision on my shoulders, how much protein is in this? Have I hit enough? How many calories? It's just easy. If I can enjoy the eating window, I'm either eating or I'm not. And I will always have that be my default and base. Or I can't imagine not having it. So thank you for sharing that. And good luck trying down days, up days. I do really love them. I think I'm probably going to start doing 5 days OMAD, down day, up day every week for a while again. Just, I feel like I've experimented so much with like not doing clean fasting, having my extra protein, which meant I did eat a little more. I'm going to try to get like back to my basics, what I did to lose the weight, and just really enjoy it. Yay. And I love that you joined them, Karen. Woohoo. Let's see. Amy said, did you say that you're going to do 50,000 steps? Oh, when? What day? I'm doing it tomorrow. It'd be a huge challenge for me, and I'd love to give it a shot. I purposely didn't share it because I know, I didn't try to make that part of the challenge because I know for some people that's extremely unrealistic, mostly for time-wise. And I'm legitimately, my dog's at the kennel tomorrow. My husband's doing an appointment that I normally do for my daughter. I'm just blocking out the ability to do everything. And I thought I was going to do it as an update. But the closer I get, the more I'm convinced I'm going to do it as a down day because I don't want to take time to eat. I always feel more energy when I'm fasting, and I like that. I can still drink, stay hydrated. But I also would hate to like eat something and then feel blue and not feel as easy to walk. So I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. Iced tea, in case you're curious. I'm really excited to do it as a down day and then have an up day on Friday. So tomorrow, one of the reasons I'm doing it so early in May is because I don't want it lingering. Another reason, my dog's getting fixed next week on May 9th. And so I don't want to try to challenge myself in a time that might have other challenges, if that makes sense. So getting it done on May 2nd was just the easiest day for me. If you do join, let me know. I love New Girls. Thanks for the tip. Yes, I love it too. And honestly, it was so motivating. Like, well, I want to see what happens if, Jess is still with so-and-so. I love New Girl. It's so funny. Yay, more cheering on for Slipknot. That's a lie. I don't know what that's about. Okay, we are going to hide you. We'll skip your other comment I see. And just so you guys know, here's an unfortunate thing. My mom can moderate on YouTube, but she can't on Facebook. So when comments come through that my mom cannot remove, it's because they come from Facebook. And using my streaming service, it doesn't catch everything, which is kind of crappy. Yay, Darlene just bought a walking pad and loves it. Honestly, anytime someone asks me if it's worth it, I 100% love it because I work. I forget I'm walking and I can get so many steps in. Dawn says, I forgot to tell you, went to the eye doctor a couple weeks ago and my eyes drastically changed for the better after 2 years of intermittent fasting. Thank you for changing lives. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, new glasses needed. That was one. I'm glad that you found improvement. I think that's amazing. And certainly not something that people whose eyes continue to decrease generally see. I've said it before. My eyes improved after 8 years of staying the same. And I was actually really bummed because I loved my glasses collection. I kept using my insurance benefits to change colors and shapes. I was a little bummed, but they kept giving me headaches. Then I just decided instead of building a new glasses collection, I had LASIK. But I'm happy for you that you saw that improvement. That's exciting. Let's see. I'm going to stop after Kimberly's comment. and I'll have to go then. So let's see. Starla says, hi, Jackie. Hi, Starla. I've been watching for years, but have never commented. So far, I've gotten 7,124 steps today. I plan to get the rest after dinner. Yay, good for you, and thank you for commenting. I love hearing from you guys, and it's fun to know that someone's been around for years and is just commenting today but doing the challenge. I think that's amazing, and I'll be walking after my dinner, so we're in it together. Good to hear from you. Oh, yum, that sounds good. Kieran says, yes, hemp seeds and avocado and pumpkin seeds is delish. My fast breaker lately. Yummy, that sounds amazing. Do you prefer 16/8? No, I prefer, I'm actually really close if you do it in those terms, 22/2. A lot of times my eating window is shorter than that, but I think on average I fast about 22 hours a day, and my average eating window would be about 2 hours. Most of the time it's less than 2 hours, but then I have ones that are longer that make up for the difference. Oh, good. Amy says she's going to believes that maybe tomorrow will work for her. Woohoo. Let's see here. Awesome Dude says, I've been doing intermittent fasting consistently since March 15th. I have not noticed a lot of weight loss. However, I'm trusting the process since I want this as a lifestyle. I think that is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Do not have these high expectations that if weight loss isn't happening right away, that nothing good is happening. Are you not gaining weight? That's always something. I was either losing by hating whatever I was doing or gaining weight. Are you enjoying it? Are you feeling good? Are you sleeping better? Are your clothes getting looser? There's so many different non-scale victories. And I love that you are putting yourself in the frame of mind. You're not going to focus just on the weight loss. This lifestyle is amazing. And I think the weight loss will come if you adapt and you get really good at that fasting muscle. So good for you. Woohoo. Karen, I love that you're doing a 50,000 day. I'm excited, but we'll see what I say tomorrow night. And thank you. I do hope I feel better soon. I hope if anyone else has a cold, you feel better soon. I'm going to have to sign off. Yes, I do think fasting is a huge gift for the body. Hope you guys have a great week. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for dealing with the treadmill sounds. Let me see. I'll tell you how many steps. I got about 2,500 steps while walking, if my quick math. I was at 11,787, and now I'm at 15,243. So I think that's about 2,500, maybe. I don't know. So 3,500. I don't know, but I'm feeling good. So I'm too tired to do mental math right now. I hope you guys have a great week. I'm signing off to go get my kids, and I'll see you next week live. Bye.